Hi, good evening, everyone. Welcome to today's session of live counter review using technical analysis. So for today, the flow will be same as per usual. I'll go through the economic calendar first, then afterwards I'll talk about the indices and commodities. Then moving on to the different sectors like the FAANGM, US banks, semicons, and then EV. Then last but not least will be the counters that you have dropped in the Q&A. So without further ado, I'll begin. This week, there's quite a lot of events coming up. So looking at economic calendar tonight, there's building permits in about an hour's time, then new home sales data at 11 p.m. Moving into tomorrow, there's durable goods orders at 9:30 p.m. Afterwards, we have consumer conference board consumer confidence at 11 p.m. Okay, then Wednesday, there's retail inventories at 9:30 p.m. Crude oil inventories at 11:30 p.m. Then the important one will be the Thursday morning, which is the FOMC at 3 a.m. Yeah, afterwards, there's usual jobless claims at 9:30 p.m. A couple of GDP also at 9:30 p.m. Jobless claims, yeah, jobless claims 9:30 p.m. Then afterwards, Friday also important one is the PCE price data at 9:30 p.m. Yeah, and that's about it. Yeah, so the important one is probably the FOMC and PCE for this week, on Thursday, Friday. So that's it for the economic calendar. There's also a lot of earnings coming out this week as well. Okay, then I'll move on to the indices and commodities. First up is I'll talk about Bitcoin. So for Bitcoin currently, I think a bit of weakness because last week was actually just mostly consolidation above 102,000 in this triangle over here. Yeah, after last Monday, we tested the 108,000 swing high level price just consolidated sideways, but today there was a breakdown below this level. So I think with that, we could expect maybe a bit of further pullback to retest some lower levels. And with the breakdown of 100,000 to 102,000 area, we see maybe it goes maybe retest this 96,000 level over here, which was this a bit of a consolidation over here before price broke out previously. And then the lower level now will be 92,000, which is a very strong support level over here. Yeah, so we could see maybe price coming down to this lower end of this range for now. The recent breakdown of this consolidation. Next one is Dow Jones. So for Dow Jones, last week was a good run to retest this resistance level over here around 44.5 thousand, which was a bit of a sideways before a breakdown. So I think for now, probably there's a gap down tonight. Then I think for now it could retest if it it could retest like this breakout area over here if it goes low enough, which is around 43.3 to about 43.6K over here. So over here there probably will be some support that comes in, given that this was a range consolidation over here before price broke out. So yeah, let's see whether it does a retest over here. Then next up is Nasdaq. For Nasdaq last week was quite good. Well, there was a breakout of this downwards resistance line, and price just consolidated sideways. But however, today with the gap down, I think this probably is like an island reversal with this gap up over here, and then we have a gap down coming up tonight. So I think with that, could expect some short-term downward pressure to retest some of the lower levels. One will be around 19,100 over here. Then afterwards, if it goes a bit lower, we could see maybe retest. I think this green area will probably be a better place. I think for price to rebound will be around 18,500 to about 18,800 area over here. Yeah, which was like this swing low and previous resistance over here. There's more support that could come in. Yeah, so that's for Nasdaq. S&P also I think a bit similar as well. Last week it had new all-time high close on Thursday. We test the 6,100 level, but I think today so likely there's a gap down and island reversal. Probably so some weakness I think for now will be if the price is continue to remain under this trend line over here, which is about 5,950. I think we could see maybe a little bit of downward pressure to maybe retest this old support area over here. This old support area over here again, around 5,770 to 5,830 area over here. So yeah, probably some weakness to retest some of the lower support levels this week. Then next up is gold. So for gold, I think one is probably one of the stronger ones recently. Last week managed to break out of this 2715 resistance. So I think it's quite close to this. It's probably a retest of this swing high close to 2,800 over here. So I'm expecting a bit of a consolidation of a slight pullback recently, given that it's currently encountering, it went back to the resistance level over here. So for now, a good support will probably be this 2715 level, which price broke out of recently. Yeah. Then next up is oil. So for oil, last week there was a breakdown below this $77.50 level, and price actually retested first support level as of now, which is this consolidation resistance of $74.30. So yeah, that's first support level that price could hold. Afterwards, I think next support level, if it does go a little bit lower, next one we could see maybe $72 over here. That would be a stronger support. Yeah, so I think for now, probably a bit of slight weakness or then maybe some sideways consolidation for oil. Then next up, looking at the VIX, we have a big jump today. We're testing this Monday. There was a Monday spike over here, I think 2 weeks ago, hit about 22. So there's some it could be some resistance over here. So let's see whether it can close below. Let's see whether it can. This also has a resistance. If it is does, then I think we could see maybe pull back for a little bit from tomorrow onwards if these 22 holds as resistance. But if not, if it closes above it, I think we could really see some additional volatility towards like 28. Probably would be the resistance over here. Yeah, so probably still in a very big range as of now. Then the last one I'll talk about is copper. Copper just consolidated sideways last week, but still positive as still holding above this breakout level of $4.30. So this, as long as this was as support, I think we could see maybe some rebound back towards the resistance area of 4.45 to 4.53. Yeah, so that's it for the indices and commodities. I'll talk about the sectors. Next, first I'll talk about is the FAANGM sector. So first one here up is Meta. So I think for Meta currently, last Friday had a good close breakout above the 630 bracket. So now currently looks like it's about 620 pre-market. So I think with this will probably be like 630 over here is a resistance as of now. I think could expect some short-term pullback again, probably still consolidating over here for now to retest like the 600 to 608 area over here again. Yeah, probably some sideways consolidation to retest the lower end of this support range. Yeah. The next one is Apple. Yeah, so for Apple, still looking quite weak as of last week. It opened below this $228 this previous resistance acted as a short-term support, but open below it. So I think for now still weakness along this, just pulling back gradually along this downwards resistance line. So I think with that we could see some further weakness ahead. Next support level it hit is maybe like 200 about 200 215, 260 over here that could provide a better support, given that this was like a swing low of a consolidation over here. Yeah, then this 215, 216 level is probably a more significant level, as this was previously like the resistance over here and support, and you can see turn into support again. Yeah, so I think that might hold the price before the earnings this week. Yeah, then to see a rebound, I think we need to see price break over this resistance line 225 and try to form a high above like 227 and above. Then for next one is Amazon. Yeah, for Amazon, last week was good breakout of this pullback over here. Then but currently is a gap down around 224. Let's see whether it is able to hold this trend line over here, 224. If we can, then I think probably we could see a little bit of bounce, but see resistance at 232 about there. if let's say we cannot hold this level, I think we could expect a little bit further pullback to retest like some of the support, lower support like 218 level. So let's see how it goes. Okay, the next one is Netflix. Yeah, for Netflix also last week they gap up after the earnings. Then I think currently just moving a bit sideways. Currently opening a little bit lower, 959. It's about 959 as of now. Then I think for now, still one of the stronger ones as of now. This previous resistance area likely still hold as support between, I think 935 over here will quite be a first level of support that could hold the price for a while. Then some resistance is probably around 970, 980 about here. So we could see maybe a little bit of a consolidation here for a while, maybe similar to this 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 gap up over here back in the last quarter earnings, right? It just gap up and consolidated sideways for a long while over here before moving further up. Yeah, so we might see maybe something similar take place where consolidation could happen. And let's see whether I think this 935 could go as a bit of a support for now. The next one is Google. So for Google last week, I think it just still continue to just consolidate sideways, still below the key level of resistance at 201. Still positive as it's holding higher lows. But as of now, today, it's around 192 for now. Yeah, so I think for now, if you can't, short-term resistance will be this 195 level. If you can't close above it, I think we could expect a little bit of a downside. I will expect price to be supported at 188, which was this a bit of this horizontal support level over here where price sort of price held here during this sideways consolidation. So I think probably just trading between 188 to 195 for this week. Yeah. The next one is Microsoft. So Microsoft, I think for now it looks not very good. Currently it's about 417. So I think probably is likely going to get below this trend line over here. So I think for now, short-term resistance might come around 435 level. 435 level about there. The trend line resistance. Then in terms of support, I think we could see maybe price dip towards like this support region over here before it does a bit of a rebound. So this is about 405 to about 410 area. Yeah, over here for Microsoft, that will be the support level as of now. Yeah, so that's it for the FAANGM. Then I'll move on to the next sector, which is the financials. I'll start with the SPDR XLF ETF. So in terms of XLF, I think it's still moving well. Last week, just mostly consolidated sideways, but can see some positive actions that price remaining above this level of resistance at around $50. So I think we could still expect some further upside moving ahead this week to sort of retest this swing high over here at 51.40. Yeah, so still looking good. I think in terms of the moving averages, it's also this blue color line 5-day SMA. So I think it's still quite strong. Just still reconnecting with it and holding above it as a short term supports. Yeah, so we could see maybe price move higher up this week as long as this $50 is as long as it doesn't break below the $50 level. Then next up, I'll talk about the four banks, starting off with JP Morgan. So JP Morgan last week still pretty strong, coming from higher highs and just the last two days just moving a little bit flat. So some resistance for now it's at around 267. So I think we could see maybe price do a little bit of a sideways we could see maybe a bit of a sideways consolidation. Then I think short-term support will come around 260 about there. Yeah, so if it does a sideways about it, but overall trend is still strong. Yeah, for now. The next one is Bank of America. So Bank of America is also last week was just still consolidated sideways, but I think still positive as this previous resistance over here at $46 still holding as a support, and also still holding well along this trend line support. So I think with that, maybe we could see price do a rebound this week to try to continue this stretch of higher highs and higher lows to retest this 4770 resistance over here. Yeah, so as long as 4570 level is not being broken, I think overall still looking okay for now. Yeah, then for Wells Fargo, just hitting the previous swing high resistance at 78 and just moving sideways. I think some short-term support level as of now is around 77. But if it breaks below that, it's currently below the 5-day MA. We could see maybe a little bit of slight pullback. The next support level is probably around 76. Around there, and the 10-day MA is currently around 75 as of now. So maybe we see a bit of a further consolidation first. If the $78 level still holds as a bit of resistance, but overall still looking positive. Yeah, then last but not least is Citigroup. So for Citigroup, also continue to move upwards last week. So and then for now, short-term support I would think is probably at around $80 as around there. The next one is followed by around $78.50. So maybe a little bit of a consolidation first as well. Yeah. So in terms of banks, the price action is still looking good. I think as long still the uptrend is still pretty strong. Then next one I'll talk about is the semicon sector. So I'll start with the Philadelphia Semicon Index, the SOX. So looking at SOX last week, back to the resistance area over here, which is around around above 5,300 to about 5,500. This area again. Yeah, probably see a big gap down tonight. So I think probably we'll revert back to this old range trading area over here. Some near-term supports. I think it's probably about 5,070 over here. And then next one lower will be closer to about 4,850. Yeah, so I think we just continue its range consolidation as of now. And then next one, I'll move on to the individual stocks. First one, starting off with NVIDIA. Yeah, as of now, currently pre-market is about 125. So, so this is not looking good. Breaking below this $128 key support level over here. So yeah, over here you can see, okay, let me just highlight it in bold. So overall, the price has been consolidating between 128 to 152. So as of now, if it opens around here, will be a breakdown of this level. If it cannot close above 128. So I think, yeah, today will be, I think, quite important. Let's see whether it can close above it or not. If it can't, then I think we could expect maybe a slight further downside. I think to gauge the next support level, I would guess it might come down to test this blue color support line in the past. So this was like, I think in the past when there were some dips back in April last year and August, the two bigger dips in the market last year. I think this trend line may show as support. So looking at this trend line, I think if it does come back down, maybe 120, 121 over here could act as a bit of support. Yeah, and also given that 120 was like previous this horizontal level where price action took place quite often last time. So yeah, I think that would be the first support level for NVIDIA that could hold the price as of now. Yeah, so let's see whether it can close about 128 or not. If not, then maybe a bit of a slight weakness for now. Then next one is AMD. For AMD, I think generally still trading in this downtrend channel over here. Last week was around the channel resistance of 124, 125. Currently pre-market around 117.8. So that brings it down back to around this recent support level. So that's about 114 to 117, this area. So yeah, let's see whether this can hold as a bit of a support again, this swing low. If it does, maybe I think we just continue a bit of a sideways kind of trading with resistance around like 120, 121 will probably be some resistance. If it does break, if it breaks below this 114 level, right, probably some lower lows. Next support level will be around, let's see, about 111 will probably be the next support level. Yeah. Then followed by around like 105 about there will be also another support level. Okay, then next one I'll talk about is TSM. Yeah, for TSM, I think last week was actually actually okay, just testing the resistance again at 222. Currently pre-market is 198. So with that, I would think this trend line over here will be some immediate resistance. There will be like 200, 204, 205. And 205 was this is a key horizontal level as well, which was like this horizontal resistance. So I think this will probably be a quite a strong resistance as of now. Then in terms of support, I think if it dips towards like for now maybe 192, this level might be a good support to hold the price if as of today lah. So because this was like a double bottom over here, and then this was like a resistance that became a support afterwards. And then I think when just now I look at the Bollinger Band, this is also like currently the lower band level. So might be the support level for price to rebound from if it hits today lah, in my opinion. Then next support level downwards, the next key one will be around 184, I feel, yeah, for TSM. Then next one is ASML. Yeah, for ASML currently, yeah, last week just continued sideways with the resistance holding at 780, then just retreating downwards, but holding about 720. But today it's around 674 as of now. So I think with that, resistance probably shifted towards like 690, this level over here. Then then I think it could retest this old support, this old horizontal support over here again, closer to about 650s. So I think this will probably still hold the price as there was some consolidation here in the past. Yeah, so maybe trading between like 650 to 690 for this. Yeah, then below 650, the next let's see, the next support level will be around like closer to 630, I feel. Okay, then next one I'll talk about is Marvel. Yeah, Marvel just still range bound last week, just hitting the range resistance at 125, 126. Currently it's about 106 pre-market. So that brings it close back to this range support level over here again. So let's see whether this is able. I think this might be able to still hold the price if it, this is the one support level. Current resistance I think is from 113, 116 this area as of now. Yeah, then but if it fails to like close above this 106 level over here, we might see price fill the gap over here. So that the next support level downwards will be about 95 to 98, this area over here. I think that will probably, yeah, that's the second support level lah. So I think for Marvel, important to see whether this 106 level range support can hold the price today. Okay, then next one, Micron. Micron last week, yeah, just hit still at around the resistance area between like 104 to 109. Then it's retreated last 2 days a week. Currently, pre-market 96. So 96 is around this swing low. Over here, there's uh there's yeah one support level over here. Next one, if we can't hold, then I think we'll likely go back towards $90, which was this a bit of a consolidation area over here before price move upwards. And there's also a gap to be filled. So over here, yeah, there's a second support level, $90, and then yeah. Okay, then moving on to Broadcom. So for Broadcom, last week was just range bound, retesting the resistance 247 again. Currently, it's pre-market 213 about there. So in terms of near-term resistance, I think is probably around this $220 level, which was uh double this double swing low over here, likely turn to a near-term resistance. Support to be around 210, which was this low of the gap up over here that could hold the price. So maybe 210, 220, it might trade above here for today. But if it let's yeah, but if it fails to hold below 210, we might see some further weakness lah. So because there's a huge gap over here, below 210, then previously the resistance was 185. That will be the next support. Then last counter I'll talk about for semicons is Intel. Yeah, for Intel is currently about 21. Yeah, still a bit higher than the last close. So I think for now, the support will probably be from this gap over here about 19, around like $20 to about $20.50. This will be like support region over here. So these are still looking okay. As a price just consolidate a range over here, and then there was a gap up above it. So this resistance was very hold as a support in the near term. Then I think we'll just consolidate sideways with their recent highs at around 22 as the resistance. So probably between $20 to 22 still for now. So that's it for semicons. I'll move on to the last sector before I go to Q&A. So last one is EVs. So looking at Tesla, I think probably still a bit of a consolidation still. But we can see 430 here over still holding as resistance. And then another thing to watch is this trend line over here where price, if it fails to hold, I think today pre-market is 389. So probably there's a breakdown. Then I think we could see price sort of retest this support level here again at 378. I think this will still likely hold as there's been two tests over here in the past. It might just build a range over here. Yeah, so I think we might see price, if it comes down to 370, I think it will still hold for now. Next level of support will be around 358. Yeah, 358 over here, then followed by 345 about there. Yeah, so I think we might see a bit of a consolidation. Then resistance probably from like 395 onwards to around 410 for Tesla. Then next one, moving on to XPeng. XPeng, I think still just a bit of a sideways consolidation for now. Last week was just moving sideways at this swing high resistance of around 1466. So I think this week, if you can pick above the highs of this of like $15.11, I think we could see the momentum still moving upwards to retest this around 1568 swing high resistance. Then for new, still a bit of a slight weakness as compared to XPeng. This one just still holding below the $4.30 previous support breakdown level. Still acting as resistance. But if this week can recover back above it, I think that will be positive. Then we could maybe see price go towards like 480 in the near term. Okay, retest this range resistance. Yeah. Then last counter I'll talk about is Rivian. Yep. So for Rivian, I think you can see that last week there was a breakdown of this upwards channel over here. So yeah, then just a bit of a consolidation over here at the support area of $12 to $13 over here. So I think this will still likely hold as a bit of a support, maybe some bit of range bound consolidation over here. Then some short-term resistance will be like 1380 up and upwards. So I think that's it for the sectors. I'll move on to Q&A. Okay. Okay, the first question is on TLT. So TLT is the 20 plus years treasury bond ETF. For now, I think last week was still looking a bit better recently. So still holding the key level of around $87. So this was like a breakdown of here. Price recovered and then last week was still holding over here. So I think for now, currently there's a gap up. So I think we could expect a little bit of a further bounce, I think this week. If it clears the resistance of 88 over here, then next level it could test, I think it's closer to like 89.50 that's and to $91. Yeah, that will be, I think, the next resistance level. Yeah, so that's for TLT. I think as long this week, if you can clear 88 and hold above it, I think more positive to test like the 89 to 91 level over here. And next question is Celsius. Yeah, for Celsius, I think still looking a bit weak for now. With last week looks like there's a breakdown below this $25, sorry, around $26 support level after forming lower highs along the way. So and then did a retest on Friday. So if you cannot recover back above 26 in this about 2-3 trading days, I think we could see like a bit of further weakness downwards. The next support level is probably around $24. Yeah, so 24 was like this previous bit of a resistance in the past. See, wait, 24 was like this resistance level in the past. Then afterwards, next key level, I think probably around closer to $20.50. Yeah, for Celsius. So I think still looking a bit of weakness for now. Okay, then next counter is Palo Alto. Okay, for Palo Alto, I think we could see a bit of a pullback. So because price actually previously there was a breakdown, there was a consolidation over here, then support that was like around 190, then there was a breakdown, and currently last week it did a retest. So over here, likely hold as a resistance, I think, for now. So I think I will expect a bit of a pullback to sort of retest the recent breakout levels like 179 will be the first support level over here, then followed by 173. So I think price could do a little bit to retest this area over here again. Yeah, since there was a break in structure since mid-December over here, and last week they did a retest. The next question is on Adobe. Yeah, for Adobe, I think it's similar to Palo Alto because it looks like the retest of a support breakdown. So there, this 435 level was like a support previously, and then recently it did a retest. Still moving a bit sideways. I think if you can I think now 427 pre-market. So if it breaks below this consolidation support last week was around 432, and then I think we could expect a little bit of a continuation of the weakness downwards. Next support level, I think, will be around like 413 to 415, this area over here again. Yeah, so I think for now, Adobe still looking could have still a bit of weakness for now, since after retest of this price support and resistance, and if price is closes below this 432 consolidation area of last week. Okay, next question is on Pepsi. Yeah, so for Pepsi, I think Pepsi, I think it's also on the downtrend right now. Then currently close to retest of this $150 previous support level. Previous support level that is, I think, it's a bit of resistance. So I think for now still could have a bit of resistance over here, since there's this breakdown of support and also this downwards resistance line acting on it. So I think maybe we could see maybe still a bit of consolidation between like 147 to 150. Unless unless price can manage to above it, I think then maybe a little bit of further bounce. There's at 153, 153.50 over here. There's also some resistance. So maybe still a bit of a sideways kind of movement over here for now. Okay, the next one is on United Health. So for United Health, okay, so it looks like it's still holding that this 500 as a support level over here. Then afterwards, last week there was a rebound upwards. So I think for now, maybe could be a sideways kind of movement. With the resistance for now will be this the swing high over here formed by these three candles like around 544. So maybe still be a sideways movement. Then short term support would come. This 520 level could be a support level for now. So I'm expecting price to trade kind of sideways for the time being first. Yeah. And then for Salesforce, Salesforce, I think last week they did a retest of this resistance over here. 300, three, around this 330 level. So then today, if there's a break below let's say like 330, I think, and close below, I think it could still slightly see this weakness continue as this still forming lower highs, lower lows, and retest of price support and resistance. So I think maybe you could see a bit of slight further pullback. I think some short term to retest this short term support over here around again around 320. Yeah, so maybe a bit of a sideways kind of movement for now. Okay, then next question is on Lam Research. Lam Research last week the price action was actually okay. With above like 79 over here, then back test. But as of now, the pre-market is opening below around 75.80. So over here around like 75, there's a support level over here. Let's see whether it can hold the price. Next one downwards will be the lower end of this range again. I think this will probably hold the price around $71 over here, given that multiple supports here in the past. And overall, it's a range. So I think, yeah, 75 and 71. Then resistance will be this $79 level for now. So maybe still a bit of a range, still continuing on in this range for now. Yeah. Okay, the next one, there's a question of Palantir as well as Enphase Energy. Yeah, for Palantir, I think last week they actually quite strong already because still managed to break above this 73, this support breakdown level and continue upwards to retest this resistance area over here around $80. Then today currently around 74 about there pre-market. So let's see. I think let's see whether it can hold this $71 level as a support. If it can, then maybe just a bit of a range consolidation with resistance like above 77 onwards. Yeah. So key supports to watch is this 71 and 66 again for Palantir. Probably still moving in a bit of a range for now. Yeah, with key resistance still above 80, then I think 66 will probably still hold. Yeah. Okay, then next question is on Enphase Energy. Yeah, for Enphase, last week still remaining below this breakdown of 66. Then did a retest of this support. Yeah, so this yeah, like a first time retest after this was formed, and then a bit of a rebound. So I think probably for now still continue on the bit of range is quite likely between this $59 to about $66 area. Yeah. Okay, hi Bo Xiong, your account is MSRTFTAIS. Okay, MSRT, I think maybe you may be referring to MSTR. Yes, since I can't find it for MSRT. For if it's MSTR MicroStrategy, I think last week we are seeing a bit of a weakness. So last week price it broke above this level at 380. I couldn't sustain over it. Then you can see a bit of weakness over here. Then yeah, then last Friday was below this $371 level. So currently it's about 335. So I think it could dip towards first support level, I think will be around 330 about there. So this might come from this trend line over here. And then also this around 325, 330 was like this quite important level. Here was like a support. Then also there was a swing, there was a bounce over here, and then price also there was some support over here as well. So this is a key level that I think where is a bit of a support for MSTR. Yeah, but if let's say it breaks below this level, then I think we could see lower levels being tested like closer to like 270 to 280, this swing low over here. Yeah, so let's see how it goes. Probably a bit of a consolidation over here for now. Then for FTAI, the FTAI is FTAI Aviation. So looking at this, let me just show out some of the levels. Okay, so I think looking in terms of the price action, okay, since there was after the double top over here, price broke below the support of 126, then afterwards kept down to test some levels over here, 75, then rebounded. Yeah, then this at this level, 94, close with this bearish engulfing, still a bit of a resistance. So I think we could maybe still see, yeah, this previous support acting as a bit of resistance for now. So maybe a bit of a downside continue. The support level for now be first level at this $85 level. Then next one will be the 75 swing low back that pass. So maybe still a little bit of a pullback for now. Yeah, to then I think for now this swing low probably at 75 still hold as a bit of support. So maybe a bit of a consolidation. Yeah. And then for next one is C Limited. For C Limited, I think C Limited actually still looking okay. Still just consolidation. Still holding resistance at this 118 level now. But positive is that after this recovery of above 110, means that this was like a range consolidation, price breakdown. Afterwards, underneath over here, then recently resurfaced back above this. This is a positive sign. Then I think as long as price is still maintaining above 110 over here, let's see whether it can do a bit of a bull flag or consolidation at higher low. If it can, then that will be probably a positive sign. Then for more upside ahead, yeah, since after there's a recovery above this breakdown. But for now, I think overall it still looks in a bit of a range. So maybe still consolidation for now. Until there's a resistance, until you can break above the resistance of this like 180, 119 level. Okay, next one is some counters on coin BBAI, ETA, and TJT. Okay, for Coinbase, I think there's been looks like a bit of consolidation going on. Price was formed a double bottom over here. Then last week, still holding above the that this resistance level of about 285. Then just consolidating sideways with finding resistance from this 300, like this around 310 level over here, which was like previously this a bit of a consolidation, then price breakdown. So I think for now still range bound. Today currently is about 287 pre-market. If you can hold, I think as long as this 280 level over here, then likely it will still continue a bit of a range bound between like 280 to 310 this area. But they still say price break below, then I think that will be bad because this is a key level. Yeah, then next support level downwards will be around this 265 level. Yeah. So I think for Coinbase still looks like a bit of range bound over here. If you can hold above 280, then I think it's still okay. And for next question is BBAI. BBAI is the Big Bear AI. And for this, I think it's like a range. Whenever it comes above like 4.5 hours as resistance, currently, I think we might see a bit of a pullback. Because our price over here is like after the test, after coming to resistance area, price is like if we can't hold be above this 4.1 level, then we might come down given that current pre-market is about 3.8. Yeah, so it might come back down to like this 3.2, 3.3 area over here again. It's like the immediate support, this level. Then afterwards, lower support level is closer to about this 2.6 to 2.8. Yeah, so I think we might see price coming down again to continue with this big range over here. Then next one, ETA is the iShares Ethereum Trust. Okay, so for this ETA, I think we are seeing generally still price is pulling back within this downwards channel over here. Last week, because the last week just didn't move much around here. Which is around 25 around here, near the channel resistance. Currently is gapped down towards like 23.30. So here is actually a support area over here. This was like a swing low, then we had a hammer over here. So 20 around this 23 is around here. There's one support level. See whether price can hold. Next support level, if it can't hold over here, we probably test like $20.70. This is quite a strong support level. This previous resistance over here in the past where price consolidated for a long while. Yeah, so I think here, let's see where the price can hold. If it can hold, then I think it might do a bit of a bounce, but face resistance from 24.40 onwards. Yeah. So that's for ETA. Then next one, DJT. Okay, DJT, I think actually not very good. So because there was like of this false breakdown, it's actually trapped over here because over here there was a range consolidation. There was just one day pump upwards and okay, price still maintained above this 38 range breakout level. Afterward, there was this gap down below. So this was actually quite bearish, and then price came back down to test this support level around 33.70 over there. So Next one, there's currently about 31, 37 pre-market for now. So over here, there's another resistance over here in the past. This, I think, price, if you can hold this level, price might be just sideways over here between like 31.40 to 33.70 over here for now first. Yeah, but if you can't hold, then I think we might see some further downside. A hit to some of the lower levels, like towards next support level, like maybe 29 and followed by 26.70. Yeah. Okay, hi Agnes. Yeah, no worries. So if your question is on Apple, um, Apple just now I was talking about it. Just now, so I was saying this still quite bearish as it's just pulling back gradually along this downwards resistance line. Then $220 was like this resistance over here in the past that there was a short-term support, but last week it opened with a gap down below, and then we can see price didn't actually manage to clean back above this level. So with that, if there's some further downside, I think it might test this $216 level over here, which was like this horizontal support back in September. But I think this is quite a stronger level because this was like there was a resistance back in June, then over here July there was a support over here again, then turn into support. So you can see the interactions over here quite frequently at this price level. So yeah, we might see price hold above over here at this level. Yeah, before the earnings, then we can see, and let's see what happens afterwards. Yeah, so that's for Apple. The next one is some of the things on the indices question. SPY, QQQ, SMH. Yeah, so for SPY, okay, so for SPY from now it might be we are still kept in this range bound over here. So yeah, last week we tested 606, but uh today opening gap down over here. Feel like now is currently at this level for the SPY is a bit middle of nowhere. Then I would think nearest resistance for now is around 600, which was this consolidation over here. Then once there was a breakdown, we see here then resistance. So this will likely be resistance over here again. Around 594.7 for now. I would think nearest support might come a bit closer to 589, this level, where there was this consolidation here in the past. And this might be like a support level here for now. The stronger one will be around 582, which we can see here tested a few times. So I think, yeah, over here, maybe for this week, maybe we can see like still 600 resistance, then 589 is a short-term support. So yeah, we might see a little bit of a range bound within this area, yeah, for SPY. Then for QQQ, okay, QQQ currently is around 510.35 about there. So this opening at a support level, okay, this is around the support level over here for now. So we might there might be some support that comes in over here. First level of support. Next level of support, I think will be closer to like this 498 level over here. Yeah, which was like this dip. So this dip over here back mid of January. Yeah. So overall, I think yeah, we might just still see this range consolidation take place. Then short-term resistance, I think it's at around 520 about there. Then for SMH, yeah, SMH very range bound. The general range is from 237 to 260, 262 about there. So As of now, currently, pre-market is about 244.72. So I would think for now, the key resistance around 250, this level. Then strong support will be this 237. So probably can be around in this range over here for this week. So I think if it comes back down to 237, probably we'll find some support over here again, given that it's a strong support. Okay, next one is this question on Berkshire. Yeah, I think we still got quite a bit of time, about 20 minutes left. I think if we can feel free to leave more questions. Yeah, I think we still can talk about some more counters. For Berkshire, okay, for Berkshire, I think price action is still looking good. So since it retested this support over here at 440, we see a recovery back upwards, 450. Last week, take a back test of this resistance over here around 460, still finding support. So as long as this level holds, I think I'm expecting some rebound over here to continue this rebound over here now. So as long as 460 is supported, we might see price go back up towards like this to test this swing again at 470s and above that, next key resistance is closer to about 48 like 483, 484 about there. Okay, hi Nicholas. Nick, your question is on Lululemon. Yeah, so for Lululemon, generally range bound between 367 to 414 out there. Yeah, just chopping around. Then recently, last week, a bit of a strength from rebounded from the support over here. Then also clearing this 388 breakdown level over here, closing above it on Friday. So I think as long as if this 388 level can continue, if it's continue to hold above it, I think we might see price continue to try to go upwards towards like the top end of the range resistance again, about 405 to 415 over here again. Okay, the next question is on Visa and PYN. Okay, for Visa, I think it's looking quite good actually, because recently just break out this range over here. Yeah. Yeah, so generally it was consolidating between like 304 to 321. Then last week managed to break out this resistance upwards. So I think with that we could still see some further upside ahead if it just based on like range projection. Next target level closer to maybe could hit about 338. Yeah. So I think for now the momentum is still pretty good as it's like still the new 52 highs for now. And for BYND, which is beyond meat. Beyond meat, for now, overall still downtrend over here. Recently has been consolidation between like 340 to around 420. So over here, let's see whether if can a bit of a higher lows forming recently around 380. So if you can hold at this level, higher lows, then let's see whether there might be a chance of breaking out this 420 for a bit of a rebound. Above 420, next key resistance, I think it's about 470 to 490, this area over here. Yeah, for beyond mid. So let's see how it goes. Currently still a bit of a consolidation. Okay. Hi Ivan. Your counters are Baba JD and Ping PDD. Okay, for Bab, it's a bit of a range, but I think the price action looks good because over here there was like a breakdown below like 82. Afterwards, subsequently price managed to recover and continue to go above it. Then also just today, on Friday, breaking above this resistance at 87. So with that, uh yeah, I think we could still see somewhat further upside to sort of retest to sort of test the next resistance level. I think close about 94 over here, this swing high over here. Yeah, that's the next key resistance. Yeah, then I think might just continue some range trade again. Yeah. The next one is JD. Um, yeah, JD also looking good last week. Since it was continue to hold above like this gap up opening price around 37 about there, then continue. Then I think moving upwards. I think we'll still like to see some further upside to retest the resistance around 42.50 over here. Yeah, then probably just another consolidation in a bit of a range afterwards. Yeah, then for PDD, also, yeah, for PDD is also range for now retest. Uh, but for this one, a bit near some the resistance for now. So like this 130, 114, there's probably some resistance over here from this previous breakdown when retest. So we might see a bit of a slight pullback and sideways for now. Then I think support will come around 105 about there. Yeah, for PE. So maybe some sideways. Okay, next one is okay. Some Hong Kong questions. 9618231809309889. Yeah, also feel free to I can ask like Singapore Hong Kong questions also. I think. If you have any. So for 9618 JD, this one, yeah, currently just consolidating sideways, a bit near the resistance of 162, 167. There's some resistance over here. So I think, yeah, maybe still a bit of a consolidation first. And yeah, support over here for now is around 149, 150. Okay, for Ping An is a bit still one of the weaker ones recently. We're still seeing the trend of lower highs, lower lows. With that recently retesting this support breakdown level over here at 40 around 44 thereabouts. So I'm expecting still a bit of resistance over here to hold. Uh yeah, for this area between here and 45.30 about there, there's some resistance. So maybe still see a bit of a pullback. Let's see whether it can start to form like higher lows or not. Whether at around 42, previously there's a breakout over here, price did a retest and forward. So if this can form a support, then I think that will be good. Maybe, but for now, at this at this level, I'm expecting some resistance and a bit of a pullback. And then short-term support is around 42. Okay, then next one is 0989, which is getting it's this one, Hua in International Holdings. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it might, yeah, if not, it's search 99 is this one. But it looks like a bit of a penny stock. Yeah, for this, I think, yeah, just gradual downtrend along the way. Then, yeah, I think nothing too much I can comment. Just the support 0.016, then resistance 0.021, just trading sideways. I think that will still continue for now, unless it's a breakdown, then you could see lower lows. Yeah, then above 0.021, some of the resistance um upwards, probably around 0.027 from this high volume day over here. Okay, there's a question on DBS. Wonder when's a good price to get in. Okay, I think DBS recent they didn't do anything much. I think it's still very flat as with the other bank shares and STI in general as well. For DBS, I think for now I was think like 43 will still hold as support over here. Generally just a bit of a range consolidation still between like 43 to 45, I feel for now. So I think if you plan to enter, I think 43 over here, maybe you can try it a bit if you're, yeah, then below that, next support level will be like closer to 41.20 over here. Yeah, so I think, but for now, I will still think it's a bit of a range bound between like 43 to 44.20. So yeah, here might be 43 might be some support for now. Okay, then there's a question on media. Okay, as that generally this one has been range trading for a very long time, since October. Key resistance still holding around $80. Then some support levels for now is like 73, around 73, then 69 is a lower end. So for now, it's been consolidating over here. 73. Yeah, this one needs to hold as a higher low over here and the previous resistance for price to try to break upwards. If it fails like 73, then I think we might see price go back down towards like 69 over here. Yeah, I think generally still very range, but I don't think anything much gonna happen for now. Yeah. Okay, hi Ivan, 10 cent please. Hard to read after down. Yeah, for 10 cent, I think this one also still facing some resistance at around this 395 level, which was this support before the gap down over here. So since the gap down, actually price action is still not too bad actually. You can see it tested this resistance a few times, like 3 times recently. And then some positive stuff is that this 380 level was consolidating over here. Then there was a breakout, retest still holding a support. So that's one positive sign. And then afterwards, today tested the resistance again. So I think if tomorrow it can try to break today's high, I think there's a chance it could try to start filling this gap over here. Yeah, given the kind of higher lows we've been seeing. So there's a potential for some recovery outwards above 395. You can try to break above it. And resistance will still come from this gap around like 407, 413 this level. Yeah. Okay, I think it's still got 5 minutes, so I think still can if you have any more questions, I think I still got some time to answer. Yeah, so feel free to just drop them in the Q&A. Okay, there's a question from Meituan. For Meituan, I think still looking some weakness for now, still forming the low highs, lower lows. Recently price retested this support breakdown level at 160, then found resistance. So a bit of a pullback for the past week. So I think for now, we need to see whether this 146, 147 level here can act as a bit of support. If it can, then I think we might just see a bit of range bound take place between 146 to 160. Yeah. Then if you can hold a higher low, then there's a chance of reversing up. But for now, still looks a bit weak. I need to see whether this level can hold up. If not, it might just revert back down to like this 130s level over here. Yeah, then there's another question, quite sure. Oh, quite so I think for now, yeah, bit of a rebound from this $30 support level, then some resistance might come from this downwards resistance line. Also you can see some recently some resistance over here at here it's 42. So yeah, it might just move a bit sideways, but it tried to form a higher low recently at $40. So you can if can hold over here and try to break out this today's high, I think it might try to go upwards, try to bounce a little bit further towards like 44 over here, this key support level, then might find resistance again. Okay, the next one, there's a question on Mapletree Industrial Trust. Okay, for MIT, this one I think it still looks like the downtrend is still continuing on. There was a consolidation between like 218 to 226 and the today breakdown on high volume as well these past 2 days. So I think with that we could see price sort of retest on lower levels at previous support was 210, around 210, next one's around 203. Yeah, so I think we'll still likely see some continued weakness for now. Hi Ivan, your next one, it say Xiaomi 1810 is interesting. Yeah, Xiaomi has been generally one of the strongest counters, I think, for the Hong Kong market. Yeah, for Xiaomi, I think today retesting this some a bit of a short-term resistance. We have the 630. Yeah, so we might see a bit of resistance coming, but I would think the still forming higher lows along the way. Some support could be around uh like around 35 about there could find some support, as well as another thing will be this our support trend line. Yeah, so around that around here might be some support over here over again. Yeah. I think yeah, still a very nice gradual uptrend taking place. Okay, then I'll take one last question. Your view on US tech stocks. China just launched their AI, then pre-market tech shares are down a lot. Yeah, so I can't really comment on the fundamentals, so because I don't really look into it. But in terms of yeah, but in terms of like the tech shares, I think yeah, it's probably we already see pre-market gap down a lot, like 4 to 5%. So I think if look at this, we might be opening around around like some possible support level. So I think intraday we need to see whether there might be a bit of a bounce that could take place. Yeah. And see how it closes, whether it can regain. Like for now, Nasdaq, if can stand above like this 19,100 level, then we might see a bit of a slight rebound. But if it goes below, then I think we might test some lower levels. But for me, I feel it will be best like if you can come to test like this 18,700 18,700 level here over again. And this will be quite a better support since there was some consolidation over here in the past. Then we have these two dips over here. Yeah, but I think a lot of factors happening this week, not just this AI news, there's also FOMC, another one, then also big tech earnings. As like I think there's like Microsoft is coming out. I think there's also some other names as well. So definitely will be a very volatile week to watch for sure. I think the index can just easily gap up and down depending on like the upcoming events. So yeah, let's see how it goes, I guess. And so I think I will end the session over here. Yeah, let me just stop sharing my screen. Then I'll share the link for the survey. Yeah, just give me a moment. Yep. So yeah, just put the link, the feedback for the survey form. You can leave your feedback about today's session on how you can improve your experience for future as well. Also, if you're new, feel free to join our Poems Tree community group of technical analysis and download using the link. So I will just share like TA content over there. If you have any technical calls, you can view over there as well. Also, the I'll share the Poems Telegram group link at Poems TA as well over here. You can feel free to join. Also, I'll post like similar TA content over there. Then you can ask questions on both platforms. I'll answer when I see your question. Yeah, also I'll just take just at this moment I'll just take it's time to wish everyone a very happy Chinese New Year going ahead. Year of the Snake. Wish everyone very prosperous, healthy, a very what year ahead. Yeah, so for this week, a lot of events coming up. FOMC earnings, there's also a lot of volatility in the market at the moment. So yeah, just everyone just stay safe and good luck ahead. And I see you all again next week after the CMY. Yeah. So that's all for tonight. Good night, everyone. Bye bye.